college football championship game matchups. Let's start off with just the three big ones. The three ones everybody's watching. Texas Tech versus BYU. That game's at 11 a.m. Saturday. What are our thoughts on that? Who we got winning this one?
Take the over.
Yeah, take the over. Texas Tech wins by 14.
Yeah, it's like 12 and a half. They're favorited right now.
Yeah. BYU's just not. I mean, I don't know how they do well every year. They're scrappers. Like they'll be at the end of the game, down 14, and they'll find a way back. But Texas Tech is what LSU thought they were going to be this year.
Yeah.
Went into the transfer portal, had the #1 class according to Rivals, whereas LSU had it according to On3, whatever the case may be. But Texas Tech went out there and they had all the puzzle pieces put together. They did have a bad loss though to Arizona State, one of those.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, but Arizona is decent this year. I mean, they're 18th in the nation, but Texas Tech is just far, far above. I think looking at the top 4 teams,
one bad loss in a Power 5 conference championship is still far better than a lot of other people's resumes. They'll probably win. And Texas Tech last year had the makings of a really, really good program, and the fact they are the Indiana of the Pac-12. You know what I mean?
Big 12.
Big 12. Sorry, they put together the pieces the right way. And yeah, I love when coaches do it the right way and players do it the right way. I mean, this is a far less budget than what Ohio State has, Texas has. Now, don't get me wrong; they got some money over there in Texas Tech. But if we're being honest, we're talking at least tens of millions of dollars less in NIL budget, right? Versus Ohio State, Texas, you're LSU. You know what I mean? Like it's just tens of millions of dollars less. I mean, it's still Texas Tech. Now we're going to be talking about them in a different connotation going into this playoff. I think they're going to make some noise. So
they're good enough. Yeah, their defense is phenomenal.
I think if Texas Tech loses this game, they're still in the playoffs. If BYU loses this game, then they're not. And
love BYU and their coach too. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah. Penn State should have got them.
I wouldn't touch the plus minus of whatever the spread is. I wouldn't touch it because that is a really good coach, and their quarterback looks like he's a couple chicken sandwiches away from free technique. But he's a good quarterback.
Who's that? Retzlaff? Is he at BYU?
I think so. He's number 47. I think he's a freshman.
No, Retzlaff, they got a quarterback from North Carolina, one of those two. I'm pretty sure they have a transfer quarterback.
Okay. Now, it should be interesting. I think it sounds like we all got Texas Tech for this one to come out on top. The next one, 2 playoff teams for real. Bama versus Georgia. Who are we taking in the SEC championship game?
I haven't watched enough on Georgia this year to make a good assessment on who wins this game. I've watched a couple of their games, but I mostly watch Alabama games, and Alabama's very beatable. I mean, extremely beatable. They have a lot of holes on their offense. I think their quarterback gets rattled back there. Doesn't have great pocket presence.
Ty Simpson,
when they decide to give Ryan the ball, then they're the better. Is he even playing in this game? Because they said isn't he going to LSU now? Ryan Williams. I'm pretty sure
you're breaking news to me. Hold on, I'm about to go. I'm about to go do the Kodak Bop.
That might be some rumors.
Maybe that was fake news or rumors, but
I don't care. The fact that they're even rumors means LSU's on the right track.
Lane Kiffin finna take them.
Oh yeah, 100%. And Micah, you're actually right. It's Bear Bachmeier. He is a freshman, number 47.
He's Cheeks.
BYU.
Yeah, Bachmeier. Yeah. No, he's not Cheeks, right? He really is not Cheeks. He's averaged 300 passing yards and 100 rushing yards this season. Like, he's not Cheeks. He's actually a really good quarterback.
354 yards against AP top 25 teams average.
Oh damn, that's actually really good. I just fuck with their running back LJ Martin. He's a dog.
Yeah. To answer your question about the Bama Georgia game, Bama has always been Georgia's Achilles heel. Like Bama can go and walk in their trap, take over their trap easily, and for no good reason. I mean, Bama, even when they're not the Bama of old, they've always had Georgia's numbers. So I give Bama the edge. If they can, like Jacob said, their offense does have holes in it. They do have their running game just can't get it together. But I think they need to get away from Jam Miller and just let that other number 4 run the ball, because he's a force to be reckoned with. And then also they have their run defense isn't great, but I mean they have the athletes. They just need to get it together, and they beat Georgia already this year. So
yeah. So the rumors appear to stem from a viral social media post claiming Williams, quote, will follow new LSU head coach Lane Kiffin to Baton Rouge under a $2 million NIL deal. But so far, there's no evidence that Williams has entered the transfer portal.
Okay. That's
only thing about Williams is
strong rumors. I thought it was concrete. I guess not.
Hey, rumors is fine with me, but Williams has a bad drop problem. That's my only issue with him.
And one of the last games he fumbled.
When he has good games, when he has good games versus the teams that are good, Missouri, for instance. Who else did they play recently? Tennessee, I think he had a really good game. They win those games, but when he doesn't get the ball, they lose. So
Giovanni Bernard is
they go as far as Ryan takes them in this game. If they're able to move the ball, if they're able to throw the ball versus that strong defense. I think Georgia's very beatable too, though. So it's a coin flip. If you ask me, what the better championship game is, it's by far the Big Ten game versus Ohio State versus Indiana. Those two teams neither of them look beatable. Versus the tough schedule that they played. None of them have been beaten. They both of them are undefeated. So that is the far more anticipated game, in my opinion. But to answer your question, I think Georgia wins just because Georgia just looks more stout in terms of running the ball, in terms of offensive production. Both defenses are really good.
Yeah.
I think there might be a little bit more holes in the Bama defense. That's why I'm going Georgia.
Bama has those DBs. You know how it is.
They got talent.
This game's going to be won by running the ball, and or Ryan Williams gets the ball. So.
Yeah, whichever offense has the most success, I think Stockton or Simpson, whatever quarterback plays the best. I'm going to ride with Georgia. They've been on a heater lately. The win against Texas, they completely dominated Arch Manning and that team. So they've been on a hot run, whereas Alabama's been struggling as of late. So I'm going to roll with Georgia. Let's talk about the game y'all anticipated. Indiana, Ohio State, good on good. Who y'all taking?
Great on great, man. There's some good programs. This is going to be
a championship.
Yeah, this is going to be an all-American fight, man. It's going to be a heavyweight fight. And I think Indiana really gives them some go. I do. But in no way, in my mind, would they be able to upset Ohio State. I'm sorry.
No way.
And if I'm on this podcast next week, having been wrong, then I'll do something for you guys. But I don't think I really believe that Ohio State, and this is my unbiased opinion. I don't like the school. I'm not even a big fan of the school. I think they're the best team in college football, and there's not a close second. And like I said before, they could beat some NFL teams. If you look at the guys on their team, every single one of them could play in the NFL. Every single one, every single one of them. And it would be kind of foolish to think that they wouldn't be able to put up points on NFL defense because of the way. Don't act like that defense that they have is not NFL caliber either. They've like averaged 3 points a game, something like that. They're the most incredible defense I think I've ever seen in college football. So.
I just wrote an article about it. I think it's 7. I think it's 7 points they've given up all game.
It's insane. It's insane.
In today's football, that's insane.
Best scoring defense in NCAA, and
historic defense for sure.
I think they're a phenomenal team.
Yeah, I mean, signs point towards Ohio. Ohio State's a 5.5 point favorite, which makes sense. I mean, you have common foes in Ohio State playing obviously Big Ten games where they played Wisconsin and beat them 34-0, whereas Indiana beat them 24-9 or something like that. So there are some similarities. Like there's some cross-reference games that you can kind of look at, but I think Indiana's offense is too high powered to only score 7 points, and I think they have enough of a defense to kind of hold them. Um, my heart says Indiana, my brain says Ohio State, but I think it's a close game. I think it's like 30-27 or something like that. Maybe even come down to the wire.
I think it's a close-ass game. It comes down to which quarterback plays the better, Sayan or Mendoza. And I think Mendoza's got the juice. He's got what you need. Omar Cooper Jr. is a really fantastic receiver. They have the playmakers. And, Bo Jackson for Ohio State, he's been on a nice tear. So they have the run game. Can Sayan step up? Are the lights going to get too bright for the freshman? That's my question.
Does this determine the Heisman here?
It does.
They're not going to be able to move the ball. Rest of this defense, I'm sorry. This is an incredible defense, guys. I'm sorry. But hey, I'll watch with you guys. I'll jump on the phone. We can, break it down play by play. But I really don't think they're going to be able to move the ball. Nobody has been able to, and this is probably the best team that they've played all year, but still. Yeah, because they're better than Texas, and they haven't played Oregon, right? So yeah, this is the best team that they've played. So I think they put up 14 points.
Okay.
I think they put up 14 points, but the defense that Indiana has is good. But they're gonna, by the time the fourth quarter comes, they're gonna,
be worn out.
They're gonna be on the field a lot. Yeah,
they're gonna be worn out.
I can definitely see that. I don't know Indiana. Does Indiana have a run game really, or not
against
that defense?
They're very balanced. They run the ball decently. Their best asset is throwing the ball, though. They make it really tough on the edges for defenses. They like to spread out the ball, and they have a really good receiver. Couple of really good receivers, actually. Two of them are Blitnikoff finalists, and yeah, if those guys can get open, which is saying a lot versus this defense, then I can see it happening. But man, I'm just telling you, this defense is as advertised.
Yeah.
Yeah, Washington. When Ohio State played Washington, I thought that was going to be a closer game. I mean, it was 24-6, but Washington has a nice run game. So if they held up against Washington's run game, then they could probably hold up against Indiana's no problem. So I think it is. Honestly, 30-27 sounds a little high. I might have to revamp that. Maybe 21-17.
Yeah, 21-14 is what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Hoosiers. Upset.
I'm going 34-14.
Okay. Damn. Nobody's got a shot against Ohio State then.
Yeah, according to you, they beat Illinois 63-10. I mean, it's not obviously the same thing, but Illinois was a top 10 team at the time.
Oh, yeah. And I think Ohio State won 34-7, 10 against Illinois.
34-16.
Yeah, it was kind of close. Closer than that.
I've never seen, because I'm a football guy. I'm a defensive guy too. So when I break down the film, I've never seen a defense that is this physical. They have all three. They're disciplined, physical, and they are opportunistic. To have all those three, man, and to do it at the level that they do it at, it's scary. And I think Indiana's watching film right now. And what's that Friday Night Lights bit? Damn, them boys big. I think that they're an exceptional defense that could stop a lot of NFL offenses right now.
Caleb Downs alone, he's a top 10 pick.
Arbel Reese is up there too. That linebacker, yeah, they're nice.
They are nice. I do think Indiana's going to be able to put up points on them. Just that high-powered offense. I think some points will come. Hell, even take the over for you. We'll be surprised. I mean, where are they playing?
Over's 48.5. I think
they're playing
at Lucas Oil in Indiana, where the Colts play.
Home field advantage.
I've gone back and forth on the over/under. I think I'm going to stay away from it. Because it all depends on Indiana's defense, in my opinion. Looking at this game, because if Indiana's defense can play well, then it might be a 21-14 game. It might be 14-7 going into the fourth quarter. I don't know.
It could be very well.
Because I'm not all that sold as much as I'm way higher on Ohio State's defense than their offense. even considering, you know, Sand and
Jeremiah Smith.
the receivers they have, because Tate is really good too. That
Oh, yeah.
motherfucker can
The top 2
ball.
receivers. Yeah.
That dude can ball. But I am higher on their defense for sure than their offense. It's just depending on Indiana's defense going into this game and special teams. Make some magic happen, special teams. You know, they might make this game closer, but you know, we'll see.
It'll be a matchup
Football,
for the
man.
ages. Classic.
Classic.
It's gonna be one of those games they put on like the Big Ten network and shit during the off season.
Right.
It's gonna be a
But
classic.
remember, Indiana struggled heavily versus that Penn State team, and that Penn State team is still good. They should have lost that game. Penn State had it in the bag, but I watched that whole game, and there's something magical about this Indiana team. So I'm very weary because of the magic they've put together this season and the culture they have, the coach they have, you know, the quarterback too. But you know, I really think Ohio State is as advertised.
Okay. They're ready to go. Indiana coach signed an extension. You know, he knows he's there. I don't know, something like you said. There's something magical around that program right now. And even if they lose to Ohio State, that's going to make them more dangerous in the playoffs.
I think so too. They're facing their toughest matchup. So
we might be looking at the national championship game.
Yeah.
I mean,
they beat Oregon. Let's not remember, like, they're battle tested. I mean, they played number 3, number 9. Penn State's not a bad team. They
dog walked Illinois.
Dog walked Illinois. Dog walked Wisconsin.
That Oregon win in Eugene at Auschwitz Stadium.
Auschwitz
Stadium. That was so shocking to me.
That
was so shocking because I've been to Autzen Stadium, and that place is like the Bermuda Triangle. Winning there is so hard. And because you got to fly all the way to the West Coast, not to mention the dehydration your body gets, on that plane getting there. Then you get there and you got to drive 2 hours in the middle of the forest. Because that's what it is. Nothing but forests all the way until you get there. And it is it's a hard stadium to play in. But yeah, let's continue. I don't want to jump too. I'm very excited about this game.
It's going to be a game. And I know you're excited for another game. We already got our picks for this one. We already know who's winning. Me and Bryce, Indiana. Jacob, Ohio State. I think Bryce is a little hesitant about the Indiana, but I'm full go. I'm ready for Indiana.
Yeah, there we go.
Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.